Welcome to the part 2 of this React query tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll see how the create functionality is implemented using the useMutation API, which is available in TanStack. You must have seen in the earlier tutorial of part 1 of how the fetching was done using the useQuery functionality. Please do watch the part 1 of the tutorial, which is included in the description. So let's proceed with implementing the create functionality. So let's try to create a new component, create product. We'll try to implement the necessary packages. We'll be importing the usual React and useState from the React library, and we'll be importing the useQuery client and the useMutation. So we'll be using the useMutation for implementing the create functionality. Let's try to create a constant for creating our request for the create API. This will be again an async call. We'll be passing the data for the create request. Now let's create a constant response, and we'll be using the create API for the dummy JSON, which we used earlier in the part 1 of the React query. So we'll be using a fetch https://dummyjson.com/products. So this is for creating a new product. We have to mention the method as post. When we have to configure the headers with content type as application JSON. So let's do that. We'll configure the content type application/JSON. Next, we'll configure the body of the request. Body : since we need to pass as a JSON object, we'll be converting the data using the JSON.stringify. Now we'll validate if the response is valid or not. Say not, response is okay. If it's not valid, we'll throw an error. So throw a new error. Let's name it as network. Response was not okay. Create a constant for getting the response. Response.json. Log the response using console.log response data, and we'll return the response. So this particular function will be called in the mutation function, which we'll be seeing shortly. So let's create our create product functionality. So name it as create product. Which is a function will be including the mutation logic for creating the product. First we'll create a query client constant. This will be sent to useQuery client. Now let's try to create title and description, and we'll be initializing the value as empty. So just initialize as an empty string. And similarly for the description. Again, initialize to an empty value. Here we define our mutation function. Just define a variable mutation. We'll be using the useMutation logic, which is available in our TanStack React query. The mutation function will be using our create data request function, which we created earlier, and pass the title and description. So whatever the title and description is entered the front end will be passed to the create data request function. And we need to define on success function also. So if it's a success, we need to use the query client to invalidate the queries. So the objective is to refresh the data. So if you see in a real-time scenario, we'll be using a database. So once the new product is created, and if you try to fetch it again, it should fetch along with the newly created product. So that is the purpose of invalid queries. It will just refresh the data. So here in this case, we are just simulating a create operation since it's a dummy JSON API. Let's try to implement our event handler. Just name it as handle submit. We'll pass the event. We'll use the prevent default method of the event because we don't want to trigger the default behavior of the event. Then we'll call the mutation.mutate. Now this is very important. This is the actual trigger for calling our mutation function. So whenever this is called, the create product logic, which is defined earlier, will be triggered. Now let's implement our return function. Define a form tag and an on submit. We'll call that handle submit event handler. We'll create a label for the title and description along with the text field for entering the values. So as you can see, we're creating a text field for entering the title value. So we will have an on change event for the text field and we'll pass the title value. So this method which is already defined using the useState. If you see line number in the create product function, we've already used the useState. Similarly, let's create a label and text field for description. set description and pass the description value. Now here if you see, we are creating a submit button and we have a disabled attribute called mutation is loading. So this variable is available in our mutation variable. So this we want to disable by default. So we don't want to trigger this behavior on the page load. So that's why we've disabled it. Now let's name the button as create product. Now we'll be using the values which are available in the mutation variable. It's called as mutation with loading is true. Then we are displaying the message called loading. Similarly, we can define the error condition also, like mutation is error. And we'll use the existing error message value which is already provided by the mutation variable. So these are all inbuilt. This is provided by the transstack query library. So no need to define it. So we can show the error message which is available in case of any error. Similarly, we have to define is success variable to notify if the product is created successfully. So let's do that. Finally, let's export this create product component. Let's try to run this application. Be start. So as we seen earlier, on page load, the products are fetched, but the create button is not displayed. So we'll go to the source code and we have to add that create product component. line number 42. So there is a duplication of the title label. So let's change that. Let's go to create product. And rename the title as description. So let's try to enter some sample value and test our create product. Let's open our developer tools and click the create product. So it seems there is some issue with the URL. So let's go back to our source code. If you select the create product, as you can see, the product is created successfully. So this is how the create function is implemented. Hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.